Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. They're going to run it here. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Pressure is, and now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Florida State. And the defense joins the party with a score. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. The Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And they'll start off with a deep shot. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He'll earn the first down, but paid for it with a hard hit.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Offense operating from the pistol. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Can he make it to the marker? He shreds the tackle. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
The Noles pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Takes the ball and heads to the left. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. They stop him, but it's a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the fourth quarter, really starts to wear you out.
They'll run it to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
7th play of the drive coming up. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Noles. This quarterback on fire today. Now they line up to kick the extra point. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Look at him out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Now it's second down here.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
They look to throw it here on second down. He bought some time, now lets it go.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage.
He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. The back's got it. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Tried to go very deep there, good effort. Now it's third down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a third and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. Refusing to be brought down. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
Here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. The Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick catch. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. Quarterback drops back, fires it to the wideout. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Snags the quick throw.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Looking to scramble. Just trying to get rid of it. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They got some ground to make up, 2nd and long from the 15. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Finding some room at the 25. They make the stop just short of the mark where it's going to be 4th down and inches.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. And the Knowles bring their punt team onto the field. It's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. The offense now operating in empty. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. Buckeyes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and he very nearly threw a 4th interception today. He's going to set up 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And this one is right through.
Snap, hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. They'll run it here. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Here's the 2nd down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's going for a big play downfield. Catch made down inside the 20. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
And that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
The Seminoles looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. offense facing second and goal. The quarterback will just sneak it now. I don't think he broke the play. That defensive front rising up to stop him.
No, I don't blame him. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
It's 4th and goal. Forget the chip shot. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Chris, I love this throwback approach by this offensive coordinator. 4th down and goal? What the heck? Get behind this offensive line. Trust that they're going to win that surge up front and give the ball to the back for the touchdown.
They add the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. You see the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. The Buckeyes will come to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Launching downfield. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the punt is down just inside the 30. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Here's a throw underneath to the back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the ball is picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Caught quickly. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
With the catch, it's Smith. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A strong fight back.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
The coach deciding to go for 2 here to cut the margin to 3 points. Receiver in motion now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, that one's picked off. The 50, across the 40, inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. When have you ever seen that before? As the 2-point try backfires big time. Getting set to kick the ball off now. returner decides to field it. And they've got the returner corralled. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Toss play to the outside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Moves the ball up to the 30.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. That's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage, get a corner up in his face, and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Buckeyes are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now here comes the point after attempt. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Off the play fake on first down. Defense is coming out, looking for a deep completion. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum. And a chance at a big play.
Incompletion sets up a second down. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball, does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to throw it on first down. He'll try a pass here. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the fourth interception he's thrown today. Brings up second down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the ball is hauled in. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. There's the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here comes the handoff. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. They'll feed the back again. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
Point after, up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. Tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? soon as he gets the pass away. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The pass rush closing in. Very nearly intercepted. That would have been it. They got one final chance here on fourth down.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down. And the drive keeps going. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he'll lost it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. The Knowles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's incomplete. They come up empty in the end zone. The defense holds to wrap up the victory. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here.